remembering that night when Aaron had brought him a cheese roll and new thick socks for the winter, traded for cheroots he'd taken from a dead man. "Aaron," he began. "Doesn't feel as bad as it looks," Aaron lied. "Don't worry about it. No, I need to say it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about before." Aaron waved it away. "You were having a bad time. No, that's..." He struggled with what to say. Real apologies never came easily, especially among friends. "That ain't an excuse. I shouldn't have said that stuff. You always had my back and no one else ever did." "We've always had each other's," said Aaron, "and we always will. You could have left me behind in the mine. I didn't deserve what you did." "I'll never leave you behind, Cade," said Aaron. "Never." Cade turned away and made out he had something in his eye. "Well," he said. "Well," but his voice wobbled and he went no further. Aaron picked out some new socks and longer, but when he spoke, it sounded like his decision had never been in doubt.
"You lie, demon. She'd never make such a bargain."
"Who are you to speak for her?" she cried. "What do you know?"
"I am her champion," said Garrick, "and I know enough not to trust you."
Her face twisted angrily.
"Skulls have no love for anyone but their own kind. He'd betray you in a heartbeat."
"Aye, perhaps," said Garrick, "but there's been too much betrayal in this land already. I won't add to it."
Aaron stared at Garrick in surprise. It was no bluff. Aaron would have seen through that. He was entirely unintimidated. He was speaking with a creature of the abyss, and he wasn't afraid. It was a kind of bravery he'd never witnessed before.
"Now I have a deal for you, demon," said Garrick. "Take your parlour tricks and sorry deceptions, and fly back to whatever hole you lurk in. You will have none of us, this night or any other."
Vika snarled. The beast roared and crashed against the doors. Together they screamed as it was thrown back.
"You're a prisoner here," Garrick barked. "Trapped inside these walls, hiding from the sun, caught by man's magic. Why should I fear you?"
Aaron jumped in alarm as the doors were pounded again, screeching as their hinges bent. Vika shrieked, clawing at her cheeks with her nails, hard enough to draw bloody scratches. "What's he doing?"
"You're volunteering?"
he asked in disbelief. "I'm sure you wouldn't want the three of us running around Green Rock, knowing what we do. Crodens might catch us, and who knows what they'd make us say."
"Grub rubbish at keeping secrets," the Skull added enthusiastically. "One time, his friend love another man's woman in secret. Grub tell whole town, friend kill himself. Throw himself off cliff, splat. True story."
"As you see," Aaron said. "Better if we stick together, so you can keep an eye on it."
"They won't."
The cold certainty in his voice numbed Aaron. Nobody had expected this. Nobody knew what to do. "When did you stop believing?" Aaron asked him, his voice small. Garrick was pulling on the dead man's clothes and armour.
"You're young," he said, "and I admire your newfound patriotism. But it is newly found, Aaron, and hardly tested. I've been fighting this battle a lot longer than you."
He paused for a moment, pulled an undershirt over his head.
"You want to know when I stopped believing? When my closest friend sold me out to torture and death just like 30 years ago. All that struggle, and I'm right where I started, with a knife in my back."